The journey of a lifetime starts with the turning of a page. Oops, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Iman. Let's start the journey. Of Oscar Wilde's various short works for children, The Happy Prince occupies a special place as his signature tale, at its perhaps Wilde's definitive statement about the relationship between inner and outer beauty. Story is a wonderful allegory typical of the 19th century English fiction. Here we have a statue who at one time was a real prince. He was happy when alive because he was kept ignorant of any suffering outside the palace wall. Upon his death, he was made into a statue of gold leaves and jewels. Unfortunately for the statue, his placement atop of the high hill allows him to witness for the very first time the pain and the misery experienced by the poor of the city, of whom he had remained ignorant. Then a self serving swallow arrives to take the shelter beneath his statue and becomes touched by the statue's kindness and desires to help others. After the shallow swallow visits him and does the favor of giving one of the statue rubies to a poor person, the prince demonstrates that as he gives more and more of his jewels, he gains more for feeding the poor. As the swallow continues to deliver the goods of the statue to the poor of the city, he learns the social imbalance that exists in society, where some have too much and others too little. At that time, England was experiencing the same inequality in the slum districts, and Oscar's story is a clear metaphor of the British social system, where rich filthy rich and poor starve to death. In the end, the swallow learns the lesson. The prince is completely run down from the jewels and gold that decorated him. In accordance to the typical Victorian mentality, he was not worth attention anymore. As the story says, as he is no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful. Hence, the shallowness of the people ended up with them, trying to destroy the statue. The swallow dies next to it, and both goes to the heaven, where God deems them two beautiful creation, just because of being who they are. Theme of the story lies in the fact that love and sacrifice are important values in human life, and happiness comes to those who make others happy. Hence, one must try to live a life guided by the virtues of love, sacrifice, and joy. Moreover, we should help the poor and needy of society so that they are able to lead a happy life. Thank you for being in my journey.